What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. In this video, what I have today is I'm doing a comparison, and I promise you this is the last Supernova comparison. Dagger Kayak Supernova versus the Pyranha Ozone. And this is the medium. They make it really hard to tell which is which, but there is a little M right there for medium. So I got my hands on a Pyranha Ozone medium, and I wanted to do a quick comparison back and forth for you guys. I did get asked this question a few times on my channel to do a comparison of these two. I have done an Ozone on-water review and walkthrough. I went back and watched it because it's been a while since I paddled the boat, and I like the boat a lot. I think it did a lot of things really good. And just to start out, I'll tell you what is the Ozone. The Ozone, even Pyranha puts it up as, they call it a free running boat, free ride, free running, which is a downriver type freestyle boat. They don't consider this boat a full slice, as you can see where the volume is. And I'll get into that here in a minute. But what I'm going to do for you guys today, I'm going to do a more detailed breakdown of this, and I'll go ahead and I'll start with the specs on each one. The Supernova comes in at 7'9", and the Ozone medium, by the way, this comes in 3 sizes, but today I'm only doing the medium. The medium comes in at 7'5". It's 27 inches wide, 25 inches wide for the Ozone, and the volume on the Supernova is going to be coming in at 55, and it's 54 on the Ozone. And you got to mind you that volume, just like I've always said, it's not how much, it's where. And the overall boat weight is 38 pounds on the Supernova. It's just 33, I think, on the Ozone. It is a very light boat because it's a track system instead of that roller molded seat. Paddler weight range on the Supernova, Dagger has it from 145 to 250, and Pyranha has a very generous 132 to 198. They have the ability to have a small, medium, and large. Very unusual for a boat in this category to have 3 sizes in today's market. And actually, my buddy Kevin Hill, if you want, go over and check his channel out. I'll leave a link at the end of this video for Kevin's video. He did a very good breakdown of the small, medium, and large Ozone. I really liked his breakdown that he did of these 3 sizes. So if you guys want to go check that out, go check that out at the end of this video. I'm going to do a more detailed comparison of the Supernova and the Ozone. Downriver, so downriver performance of the Supernova, and here's how I'll do it for you guys. I'm going to tell you which one I kind of prefer and kind of tell you why I prefer it. But downriver, as far as downriver, I preferred actually a tie. I actually liked both downriver because of the rocker kick in this bow. I liked how this bow performed going downriver, and it had enough volume to come out of things. But then I also liked the rocker in this, and it's very wide up here, and it seemed to come out of things better. But what I did, I moved my seat back. If you look in this, I moved my seat back. That way this boat rides very well on that back tail. By the way, the Supernova paddles extremely well on that back tail. When you're more centered or forward, it seems to want to sub out a lot. But they're pretty much a tie as far as downriver. These are not class 5 creek boats. These 2 boats are designed to make your class 3-4 river an absolute blast, turning it into a complete playground. And that's where I put both of these. That's where the Pyranha wanted to make this more of a free running boat instead of a full slice boat. So yeah, as far as downriver, let's say they're a tie. Splatting, I go with the Ozone over the Supernova. I love how narrow this stern is. A lot of people might be able to back me up on this. I could just come down and drop an edge and get this boat vertical like no problem. Splats and stern stalls, this thing is an absolute beast. And the reason for it is because the Supernova has that big wide width up here that kind of hinders it a little bit. But you can get on the stern very easy. Don't get me wrong. Both of these are extremely good play boats. Either one, I'm able to really throw each one down, but I'm trying to give you guys a good fair comparison of the two. Water, if it's like big water stuff, I want the Supernova. I love the Supernova in big water. I love that wide flat area in the center and those really sharp edges for carving in and out of things. It seems to zip all around big water waves. But I can definitely paddle the Ozone, but I like the Supernova in big water. And as far as manky creeks, say dealing with rocks, I want the Ozone all day long because the way it slides off rocks, a lot cleaner than the Supernova. Let's go into cartwheels. Cartwheels, Supernova all day. I love the way this thing cartwheels, and the reason for it is because of how that volume It doesn't have all the volume up here. The volume drops down really smooth right here. Where you look at the volume, it's more of a straight on volume, a big hump, so it's a lot to overcome. The cartwheeling on this boat, you have to stay about right here where the cartwheeling on this boat, about where that grab handle is. By the way, let me talk about some grab handles. I wish this handle was up here, because when you're mounting this down to a car or want to pick it up, they're not in a good spot. I really like where these handles are on this boat. Bow stall all day, Supernova over that, and the obvious reason I just talked about was all that volume right there. I love this boat for the bow stalls. I feel I can bow stall this so much cleaner, very well balanced. I can bow stall that, but I'm having to fight it because what wants to happen is this volume wants to take over. I'm going to wait for those sirens to pass for you guys. See, even there, they're probably coming to pick up this Ozone. All right, so in-hole performance. So what I'm saying by in-hole performance, it's like if you drop into a big hole or hydraulic or a pour-over ledge, which one performs better? Definitely a Supernova. The Supernova performs better in a hole, rotating, but the Ozone is very good in a hole. It's just different, and it releases different and it cartwheels differently, but it does do them both. So they both are really good in-hole performance, but I love the way the Supernova feels when it gets in a big hydraulic with a big foam pile. It seems to cartwheel very balanced and smooth, where this one lifts you very high out of the water because of that volume there. Let's see, I covered, as far as, okay, surfing. Surfing's an interesting one because I broke it down into two categories. If you're talking about surfing a straight on wave like that, with like carving up a wave with big, huge blunts and all that, Ozone all day, baby. That thing is beautiful for straight on surfing and carving and releasing that edge to come off with a big, huge, fatty blunt or Pan Am. And I'll tell you why when I show you the hull, the difference why it excels over that. But then here's the second thing. Surfing, as far as overall surfing, as far as going and then flat spinning and spinning your damn, spinning like a top, Supernova hull releases so much cleaner. But what it wants to do when you're front surfing, it drops back on that rocker kick and it locks in. And it locks in on that rocker kick, so you have to move your weight to transition into a flat spin or a Pan Am or a quick blunt. So I give the Ozone a surfing category if you want to front surf like that, how clean it is. Spinning and all that, Supernova all day. Supernova spins like a dream. I've never been in a looser boat. When I mean by looseness, I mean on its edge. I feel I can sit sideways on a wave and just sit there, a glass green wave, and not even move. It's a little harder to do with that, but you can do it. All right, as far as stern stalls with tellies of spinning around in a circle, Ozone all day. And the reason for it is, like I said before, is that narrowness right here. This thing will get back on that tail, and I feel like I could rotate all the way down the river. I can compensate it a little better with the Nova over the Supernova, but the Supernova's a little tough as far as getting on the tail and rotating around in a circle. But you can do it. Like I said, I really don't think you'll go wrong with either one of these. Just look at the difference in the sizing in these tail. See how the design philosophy comes back to a sharp point, where this is wide, it's wide, and then it tapers back. Rocker in the tail, you can see that rocker break right there, how much higher the rocker is. You can see that has very low rocker on that one, which obviously gives it that ability to lock into a wave like that. The bow, the Ozone is slightly higher. It's got a slightly higher rocker. This one comes down in more of a, it's a like more tapered wide right here, where this is like comes down and it's a lot tapered harder that way, but it's narrow, it spoons around instead of coming down to more of a square. And both of them perform very well off the bow. So yeah, that's a quick walkthrough of the boats. I'm going to show you the knee height on this is very generous knee height. It keeps you more spread out, and you can see how wide this boat is in the center, where you look how narrow this is. And this has a very comfortable knee height. Everybody I know that's paddled the Ozone loves the positioning of the knees, as well as myself, because I do like the positioning of the knees in this. It's got a very comfortable knee position in there. Cockpit sizing, you know, they do that long Pyranha cockpit, where that's more of the standard Dagger cockpit. Adjustable thigh braces, both have adjustable thigh braces. I like their ratchets better than Dagger. I love Dagger's Contour Ergo outfitting. It's got the back band, better hip pads, better seat leg lifter. That one has a step out pillar. This one has more like a foam wall with the bracket right here, which makes it way lighter and more efficient. Comes with an outfitting pack foot foam in that one. Both have adjustable seat, but obviously, if anybody knows, that one's got a way easier adjustable seat than this one. Let me roll them over and I'll show you guys the hull. You can see how sharp that edge there and how it tapers off, and that tapers off right here. I'm gonna go ahead and roll this one over. Gives you an idea how thin that is back there and how thin that is right there. Okay, now that I have them rolled over, I'm gonna go ahead and start back here at the stern, and I wanna show you guys something on the Ozone. So what Pyranha's done on this Ozone, they have a rail that runs down and then it breaks here, and check out this brake that they've added in here. It gets on that brake, and what it does, because that rail, water comes down, it has the ability to release off of that back edge, and that's where I was talking about. It's not so much releasing for spins like this one. This one releases for spins and spins on the top. What this one does the best is it wants to jump, and that's why you get those big huge Pan Ams and blunts, is because of how that comes off. Feel it releases better off of that back edge. Where you look at Dagger's edge is very hard, and water locks in that channel, and it's a little harder, but what makes it release is because it's rockered back there. So you release off the rocker, but when you're leaning back on it and you're surfing, it just kind of locks in. You almost have to transfer your weight real quick, then release. I can lean back with this one, lean back, and just out of nowhere, just bam, release really quick, and then back surf, spin it around, and release back, and bam, back the other way. I like how Pyranha did that. That's actually something kind of cool. You can see how that rail's an inside rail right here and runs all the way up, and there's like an additional rail inside there, cut out with a rail that runs down. Where you look at Dagger's is a hard rail all the way. And if you guys can see how tore up my edges are on this thing, that's why this thing does not like rocks. Because what happens is you try to spin off a rock, it has just ate my edge all up, which is a trade-off. You know, it's a trade-off, but I love this edge on a wave and in big water. You will absolutely love it, but you will wear it down on some tight, manky creaking, where this edge, what happens is the rock will come off, it drops down and it smooths off better. Where this edge will come down and it catches and it just tears your edge all to shit. Look at that. That is just nightmare what it's done to that edge. Where this one will come off and just smoothly go. That's why I rated that one higher, rocks and manky style creaking over that. You can see the width up here. They have that spooned out wide width. It's tapered, but they also have an edge that runs all the way to the bow and fades out. But this edge right here, you can see it's more inside and it's very hard and runs down. Show you guys how they run all the way down. Both boats are very flat on the hulls, very flat planing surfaces on the hulls. Obviously this is a wide flat platform here, where this is more of like a very narrow, and this boat paddles like a very narrow boat. When you paddle something else and you come back and paddle on this thing feels like it's on a balance beam how narrow it is, but it's really not. Once you kind of get used to it, you start really liking it. It's faster downriver, obviously faster, because that's a little sluggish with that wide hull in the middle. Looking at it right here side by side, you can definitely see how that one's lifted way higher when it's on its edge right there. Both of them have a progressive rocker that just kind of like smooths out, flattens, and then progressive rocker it off. Same way, progressive rocker. It's just got less rocker in the tail than that does. And I challenge you guys, if you know someone has paddled it or you've paddled it, leave a comment below, because everybody I know that's paddled the Ozone comes away loving it. Everybody that paddles the Supernova comes away loving it. Both of these boats are really good boats. They're really good designs, just slightly different philosophies. The Supernova is kind of a downriver freestyle type boat mixed with a full slice. That's more of a downriver freestyle boat mixed with a half slice. So they both are kind of the same and a little different at the same time. And honestly, guys, you will not go wrong if you pick either one of these. They both come in, I think that comes in 4 colors, and I think this comes in 2 colors with the option for some custom or all that. This is the Smoking Gecko, which I absolutely love that color. This one is the Vapor color, which I absolutely love that color. These two, I think you can't go wrong either way if you pick either one. If you can't pick up a Supernova, get you an Ozone. You can't get an Ozone, get you a Supernova. And where it comes in a little better, the Ozone comes in 3 sizes. The which is a small, medium, and large, and they are two size. They did a really good job on the sizing. And Dagger did a really good job on this because the Nova is a small, medium, and this is a medium, large. And I'm caught right in between. I feel like I can go either way. I'm about 175 right now, and I feel perfect in either one of these. Like I can run the river, play the river the entire way down, have fun on a wave, really cartwheel and have fun. And by the way, this actually loops. I can bow stall and flat water loop this. I can bow stall this, but I can't flat water loop it, but I have looped it in a hole. So yeah, you guys leave in the comments below if you had experience with both of these, what your thoughts are. I know my buddy Matt, he likes the Ozone a lot, but he also likes the Nova, so he'll probably agree with me as far as like Ozone, Nova. He kind of likes that too. So yeah, you guys leave in the comments below what you think of each one of these designs, if you had experience with the Supernova or you got experience with the Ozone. And I like hearing what you guys have to say, or if you got any questions on either one of these, I can do my best to help you guys out. But by the way, when I paddle these boats and I run the seat a little forward on that one and a little back on this one downriver, little forward on this one when I'm playing, and I leave that one just a little forward all the time. Thanks a lot, everybody. Thanks for watching, and yeah, I will catch you guys next time.